Welcome, Waste Warriors! Today, we're diving deep into the heart of our waste management operations, giving you an exclusive backstage pass to meet the incredible team behind the bins. We're about to embark on an exciting journey. Hey, folks, as you are aware, solid waste management is a complex and essential service, and many people aren't aware of the team that is behind the scenes. So the management team, the operations team, right? And so today we're pretty much talking to the public, what happens behind the bins. And so we're gonna start with introductions. First person.
Afternoon. Name is Mr. Alger Paul, Public Defendant Inspector, called Zone 1 St. Jane.
Yes.
My name is Mark Jones, Public Cleansing Manager for WPM, which consists of Trelawney, St. James, and over Westmoreland. My responsibility is operations.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Karen Clayton. I'm the Regional Administrator for WPM Waste Management Limited. My portfolio covers procurement, human resources, IT, property management, and customer relations.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rosemary Erskine, Public Cleansing Inspector with responsibility for Western Hanover. All right. So now that we've met the team, we're going to start with Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, can you provide some insights into the day-to-day operations of your zone?
The day-to-day operation begins about 5:30. All right, where we start off from dispatching of sanitation officers and trucks to a specific location. And we also have the sweepers who also dispatch it to the main thoroughfares. The operations on a daily basis can be tense. Our problem we face mostly is the customers and resident bagging of their waste is a challenge that actually affect the time the unit spent on a particular location, which if they should follow the protocol of bagging their waste, the truck can move to other location in a timely manner.
Okay. Mrs. Erskine, are there any other challenges as an inspector that you face in your zone in Hanover?
Many challenges.
As you can imagine, my job is buzzing with these challenges. But just to name a few, because I know that persons have been seeing the new trucks, and people have been excited about them. But there are some persons who have the concern that they're not seeing them in their community. And part of that reason is that we're not able to access those communities because of a number of reasons. Either because we have no hanging wires, there's no good roadway to accommodate the units. And because of this, they will see the truck on the main road, but the truck will not be able to come to their community. So that poses challenges for us because then we're not able to clean the communities as maybe as regular as we should, because we do not have the unit to access the community. And another challenge we have is the illegal dumping. And I would probably put with that poor containerization of waste. So persons seem to have this attitude that that the waste is not their responsibility. And I can remember two things that we have been echoing over the period, and that is my waste, my responsibility, and Jamaica's beauty is our duty. So we do have a responsibility to ensure that we containerize. We containerize that garbage until solid waste comes to pick it up. So we have that responsibility up to the point where the truck takes it. Perfect. Are there any other challenges, Mr. Jones, that you can think of offhand?
Yes, we have illegal dumping that takes place, and periodically we will have to try our best to ensure that that illegal waste or the poor disposal practices that continue to plague us is removed on a day-to-day basis or every other day basis based on the generation that will be at those points. So yes, we do try to ensure that we offset our challenges with as frequent collection to remove waste as possible.
Okay. How does WPM Waste Management, Mr. Jones, prioritize sustainability and environmental considerations in its operations?
Waste management, as a leading provider of comprehensive waste management and environmental services, prioritizing sustainability and environmental consideration in its operations. Through a range of practices and measures, we try to implement composting and reducing where we recycle, and we will do outreach programs to schools and various NGOs, non-governmental organizations, to encourage them to do these practices, that we can have less of those waste that can actually be recycled going to the landfill. So yes, in these measures, and we also, to sustain this, we try to reach out and clean the major dump site that persons will dump illegally. So we do beautification projects periodically. So yes, we are out there as the major provider of the removal of waste to get this job done for a better environment.
Perfect. So, Ms. Clayton, what sets WPM Waste Management apart from other waste management agencies in terms of its approach, values, or services?
All right. WPM Waste Management Limited is an arm of NSWMA. NSWMA is a regulatory body for waste management in Jamaica. So not only that we focus on collecting residential waste and commercial waste, we regulate for persons who are collecting waste also. We set the standard for how waste are collected, how they are disposed of, and in addition, we have an enforcement arm to NSWMA and WPM that go out there and provide guidance, and of course ticketing where person breach the Waste Management Act. So that is what sets us apart from all the other waste management companies in Jamaica, that we are a regulatory body and we are also an operating body in waste management.
Perfect. And what advice would you give to someone considering a career in waste management or the environmental sector?
Waste management ties in intrinsically with the environmental sector. And if we intend on retaining on this earth for the next 100 years or so, we must be keen to how we manage our waste. I would say to anyone wanting to come into waste management is first, get the basic. You must go to school and understand what waste management and environmental management is about. Once you have gotten the prerequisite, then you need to, even whilst in school, you can do internship to understand waste management, because in environmental management, there are several levels of environmental management. Solid waste is just a fraction of that, right? You also have other liquid waste, etc. But it's a rewarding career path when you see that you have changed how people treat waste, when you see you have changed how people treat the environment, right? It's very rewarding, and there is so much growth and potential to anyone who wants to start a career in environmental management or waste management. So I would say, yes, yes, it's a career path to go to.
Yes, and finally, to the team. As a team, what are your goals and aspirations for the future of WPM Waste Management Limited?
All right. There's two future of waste management. From my understanding, I would say they are heading to a cleaner Jamaica and a more type of organization that person will willing to come and work for, because as you can see, we are now uniform, and we are now on the front page of most magazines, and we are even on commercials. So it is getting bigger and better, and for the future to come, we should see a a billboard with a lot of waste management signs.
Okay. And personally, how do you plan to contribute to growing and making a positive impact in the industry?
Well, my plan for the growth is to continue doing the hard work, ensure that we maintain the company mandate of removing waste in a timely manner, and keep the beauty of Jamaica.
Perfect. Mr. Jones, what are your goals for WPM?
My goals for WPM, as my colleague said earlier, we need environmental stewards where they can go into communities, measure exactly what's going on with the best practices, collaborate with other agencies in order to get the best practices out there. As what I would love to see is that in every household, we start doing separation of waste that is implemented from birth stage, from very early. And persons will learn to appreciate that when the truck comes, you have already bagged your waste, bin it, and the truck collected. So best practices is my aim, and I'm sure once you have best practices, that would eliminate us from having legal dump sites, because the environmental stewards will be there to be the regulatory persons to measure all what is taking place. So for us to have a better Jamaica and a cleaner Jamaica, because that's our beauty.
And how do you plan to contribute or making a positive impact in the industry?
I will education. Went out and to educate the people of Jamaica to ensure that everyone will know what we're about and the purpose we serve, and how best we can partner with them to have a cleaner environment and a cleaner Jamaica.
Perfect. Ms. Clayton.
I'm listening to my colleagues speak, and I am thinking of the 2030 vision of a sanitary landfill. I am hoping that we can get there. Right now, we have what we call a dump. Everything goes into the waste disposal site. When you think about it, 2030, we could have renewable energy from what is placed on the retirement waste disposal site, or any of the waste disposal sites in Jamaica, right? Additionally to that, we are now lobbying for regulations to be passed where we can better manage the general waste disposal in Jamaica. Our team is heading to Parliament to have that debate to say this is where we need to go. Better collaboration with the Ministry of Health, better collaboration with the parish councils to get the waste off the road, and to have persons educated about best practices of how to dispose of their waste.
And how will you contribute to a more, aesthetically pleasing environment?
All right. In my capacity here is to make sure we employ the right skill set for the job, to employ a person that is better suited for the job, that wants to see a better environment, right? And to train them and give them all the necessary tools to carry out that job. Personally, and it's something that I do practice, is the separation of my waste. Right now in Jamaica, we're separating plastic bottles. We're also separating cardboards. I would like to do more of that, encouraging my colleagues, my friends to do more of that. Composting is something I do, and whilst it might be small and it's just my household, if we have a ripple effect in my community, then that will contribute and reduce what goes into the landfill, so we can attain the 2030 vision.
Perfect. Waste reduction is imperative for that.
Yeah.
Mrs. Erskine, what is your vision for WPM?
I'm excited for where the WPM is heading, our national solid waste on a whole, because I have been a part of the process of seeing the team going out there, touching lives, young lives, showing persons that we are more than just garbage collectors. That there's a science behind it, and as Ms. Clayton spoke about the fact that it is a career, we can make it a career choice, and we have seen the changes. We have seen people looking and saying, what do I need to do in school to become a part of the organization? So that for me is exciting, because it will. If we start with those young minds, of course it's going to change. It's going to change how we see things and how we do things. And eventually you get to that point where Jamaica's garbage solution is found and we have a cleaner and a better environment.
And how will you contribute?
I think part of what I will continue to do with pride, is to try to bring professionalism, to continue to bring professionalism to my job. To show persons that they're educated and professional persons out there that are part of this organization. We're not just picking up garbage, putting it in a bag. So I'll continue to do that. And hopefully people will take note and will see that this is an organization that is going to play a very critical part in the change that we are expecting to get in Jamaica.
Excellent. Yeah. Are there any final words you would want to leave with the public? Mr. Jones, any final word?
As my colleague spoke about, the student spoke about the 2030 vision, we would love to see Jamaica get to the place where Sweden is, where they buy waste for energy. So with that said, our waste would be used as energy, so we actually would not even need a landfill.
We need to get to the point where every household, whether it's a roll-up bin or it's a stationary bin at your gate, that it is there. We need to get to the point where the choice career is not only becoming a doctor or becoming a lawyer, but becoming an environmentalist is just as important, because if there's no environment, there will be no need for doctors. Eventually, all of us will have to probably take the shuttle and go to another planet.
That's true.
Right? So my thing is that we need to get it out there that we are more than what we do. We're more than waste collectors. We are environmental warriors that is trying to preserve this earth for our children to come.
Amen.
Right? And that is what we need, the buy-in. When we go to the supermarket, it is so simple to purchase your garbage bag and put your waste in, right? We have complaints of persons saying, oh, the garbage is smelling, or they will throw their meat cuttings and everything. And all we ask is that freeze it, put it out on the day of collection. There's so much that we can do individually, regardless of our social standing, that will contribute to better waste management and ultimately contribute to a better Jamaica.
Amen. And indeed a healthier one. Mrs. Erskine.
And I will end by saying, partner with us now?
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, team. It has been a wonderful discussion, and I'm sure our viewers and listeners will appreciate. Thank you so much.
And that's a wrap, folks. We hope you enjoyed this behind the bins adventure, meeting the amazing team who makes waste management a barrel of laughs. Remember, bag it, bin it, and we'll collect it. Join us next time for more garbage greatness.